Welcome to the third day in Manali. The plan for today was set. Sissu. We had booked Ranaji for the trip and he had one simple request. Get up early if you really want to see Sissu properly. As expected, our mission to wake up on time failed. By the time we finally rolled out of bed, the morning rush was in full swing. With our schedule officially wrecked, we had to skip flying our drone today. But don't worry, we still had something else to send soaring through the skies. Stick around to find out what. We quickly freshened up, packed our gear, and rushed to meet Ranaji, who was waiting patiently with his sumo, ready to take us through the Atal Tunnel and into the snow-laden paradise of Sissu. Welcome to The Mountains Are Calling. The excitement was at an all-time high. The plan was set, the adrenaline was pumping, and we were all ready for an unforgettable day. But just a few kilometers before Solang Valley, we hit an unexpected roadblock. The cops weren't allowing any vehicles to go further due to bad weather in the area beyond. Just like that, our perfect plan seemed to be slipping away. The disappointment was real. We returned from the point we were stopped. With hearts full of disappointment and no backup plan in sight, we were completely lost on what to do next. That's when Farhan spoke up. For the longest time he had been insisting on paragliding, even before this trip had begun, back when we were still in Hyderabad. We had all laughed it off, ignored him, and shut the idea down every single time because truth be told, we were terrified. To give some perspective, this is Farhan along with the rest of us. But today, this was his moment. Seeing our confusion, Ranaji stepped in and suggested Dobhi for paragliding. With no other options left, we hesitantly agreed. But I won't lie, I wasn't excited at all. This wasn't how the day was supposed to go. The dream of seeing Sissu had slipped right through our fingers. Little did I know that what was coming next would be one of the most insane experiences of my life. We were not really expecting, but this day has to be our version of the movie Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara. We reached the booking point and there was no turning back now. 10,000 for the four of us. From here, we were packed into a Bolero pickup, taken to the landing point first, and that's when the real adventure began. The road? Easily the worst I have seen in my life. At the landing point, the pilots joined us, our guides for what was about to be the most surreal moment of our lives. And just when we thought things couldn't get crazier, we were crammed back into the pickup and taken even higher, straight to the takeoff point. The road twisted through hidden villages, places so untouched they looked like they belonged in a postcard. And then, there we were. Just as we were mentally preparing for the jump, everything changed. Moments before our takeoff, we witnessed a terrifying accident, one that could have been fatal. Seeing it unfold right in front of us sent a chill down our spines, making the fear even more real. We finally were then buckled up at the takeoff point. The problem? We were scared. Standing at the edge of the super high mountain in Dobhi, with the valley stretched endlessly below, my heart was racing. All I could think about was my family. My legs would just stop taking my commands at this point. The excitement? Fake. The fear? Real. The instructor counted 3, 2, 1. A deep breath, and then it happened. The moment of truth. No turning back. We ran for a few steps, just a leap of faith into the open sky. For a split second, there was only silence. A moment of weightlessness before the glider caught the wind and pulled me into the sky. And just like that, I was flying. Free, weightless. A tiny speck in the vast Himalayan sky. And at that moment, all the fear vanished. pilot offered stunts for an extra 500, and while the flight itself was already an unforgettable experience, the stunts took it to a whole new level. The sudden dives, sharp turns, and gravity defying spins made our hearts race like never before. The mix of fear and excitement made it one of the craziest things we had ever done. If paragliding felt like flying, the stunts felt like pure, unfiltered madness in the best way possible. Whoa, what an experience! Today we pushed our limits and overcame the fear of heights. From the nervous steps at the edge of the mountain to soaring through the skies, every second was a mix of thrill and freedom. The fear that once held us back transformed into pure exhilaration. This was more than just paragliding. It was a challenge we conquered, a memory we'll never forget. And as true Hyderabadis, nothing satisfies us more than Hyderabadi food. Luckily, we found a restaurant near Mall Road serving just that. The flavors felt like home and every bite was worth it. With happy hearts and full stomachs, we made our way back, wrapping up a day we will never forget. What a day this has been. From the disappointment of missing Sissu to conquering our fears with paragliding, today was nothing short of an emotional roller coaster. But we are not done yet. We've got Ranaji booked for tomorrow, and this time, no delays. We have to see Sissu. Stay tuned for what's coming next.